Hello, this is Kate from Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I am using let's just zoom out here so you can see the whole thing. I'm using the Shadowland Tarot by Monica Bodirsky, and I've decided, because this is the month of October, this is, the month of Halloween, I'm going to use kind of spooky, Halloween-y type decks this month. So this is the first deck, Shadowland Tarot, and my intention with this week's forecast reading is to get an overview of the week ahead, some of the opportunities and energies that might be coming up for us this week. So I'm going to draw one card for each portion of the upcoming week, and I'll just zoom in here. All right, so let's dive in. Now, I should say, if you're new here, welcome. I post these every week. Please like and subscribe, and leave me a comment if you feel inclined to. Okay, so let's begin with the first card. All right, so this is for Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week, and we have the Four of Wands. Now, this is a really nice way to start the week off. The Four of Wands has a very stabilizing kind of energy, and it really highlights the importance of home and the energy in your home and your living space, as well as the energy in your sort of immediate environment. So like your community, and your community being the people that you spend the most time around. So this could be people you work with, or just people in the area that you live, or family, friends. But Wands really highlights the importance of connecting with your community, connecting with family, but also connecting with the space that you most often find yourself in. If you look at this card, there is the Four Wands, which kind of make this sort of structure, almost like this space. And it's in the middle of a path, and that path is leading, this winding path is leading to this castle in the distance. And the message I get from this card is that the energy in your space, the energy in your home, the energy that, in your community is what really determines what path that you're on. And it really affects kind of your path and, where you're going, how quickly you get there. All of that can be linked to the energy in your living space and your environment. So beginning of the week is a good time to check in and see what is the energy in my home like? Or if you work in an office and spend a lot of time in an office, for example, what is the energy like there? And seeing if you can create the most supportive kind of energy that you can. Like, I love to, whenever I'm setting up my workspace for the day, I like to think, okay, how can I make this a really nice energy? Can I put on some nice music? Can I burn some incense? Can I turn on a bunch of lights to get it kind of brighter in here? Can I put a bouquet of fresh flowers in this room? What can I do to sort of shift the energy so that it feels like a space that I want to spend time in? And then as we get to the middle of the week, we have another Wands card. Okay, so here we have the Three of Wands. So we're counting down. So we have Three of Wands for kind of like Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And let me just look at this card for a moment, because this is kind of an interesting one. We've got an octopus holding 3 candles, a ship coming in. Okay, so Three of Wands is a card of manifestation, and it's the phase of manifestation where you start to see some results. You start to see sort of the consequences of your efforts. And from there, you can decide if you want to change course, or if this is all perfect for you. So it's kind of like the Two of Wands is about deciding, where you're going to put your energy. The Three of Wands, you've already decided to put your energy into something, and now that energy is coming back to you in some form. And so this might be a very, very good thing, or it might be something that's not as great, depending on what kind of energy you've been putting out there and what you've been focusing on and trying to manifest. So the vibe I get with the Three of Wands, the overall kind of message I'm getting is hang in there, and look for, especially if you've been working towards something and maybe it hasn't been unfolding as quickly as you would like, or you haven't been seeing results. Three of Wands is saying hang in there and be vigilant. Notice, really celebrate the small successes and celebrate, because sometimes we tend to just look for something big when we're trying to make something work or trying to manifest something. Oh, and here's my girl Merlina. Hey, Merlina. Yeah, so it's saying, celebrate the small wins, because those are like stepping stones to the bigger things too. Okay, and I also feel like there's something else I might want to say about this card, but I want to move on to the next one first before I do that. So this next one is for the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, and here we have, oh, interesting, 2 threes in a row. So here we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a lovely card. I love getting this card. This is a fun card. This is about having fun, celebrating, not taking things too seriously. This is the socializing, gossiping, party kind of card. This is about partying, having a good time, having a laugh with friends, getting together for drinks or coffees or tea, and, gossiping, sharing stories, having a good laugh. It's really a card of friendship, celebration, and just not taking things too seriously. So having fun, being playful, having a good time. So the end of the weekend, the focus is on having fun and socializing. So really kind of prioritizing those two things. Maybe reaching out to some friends you haven't seen in a while, or a new friend or someone that you've been wanting to touch base with and hang out with. This is definitely the weekend for socializing, having fun, and not taking life too seriously. Now, what's interesting is we got those 2 threes. So I'm thinking, what's going on there? So I kind of want to compare and contrast these 2 cards. And one thing I want to point out is that these 2 cards, 4 of Wands and 3 of Cups, both of these are very social cards that highlight the importance of community, relationships, friendships. So I feel like prioritizing those things this week is a good idea. So really making time for relationships, making time to connect with your community, that feels like an important thing this week. But then the 2 3 cards, we've got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups, and these are kind of different. I mean, they're not really similar. I feel like the 3 of Wands to me feels like your relationship to your own goals and the relationship you have with manifesting things, creating things, making the changes you want to make, etc., etc. So it's more like kind of the relationship you have with yourself, whereas the 3 of Cups is more about the relationship that you have with others. And we have, interesting that we have kind of octopusy characters here with tentacles in both of these cards. So the 3 of Wands, there's 3 tentacles holding candles. And then with the cups, we've got these sort of tentacly arm things holding 3 cups. And I feel like the candles are a symbol of keeping the fires burning, keeping the hope alive. And I think I said something when I was talking about this card earlier, hang in there. Don't give up on your dreams or your goals. Even if you aren't seeing results yet, 3 of Wands is saying hang in there for a little bit longer. And 3 of Cups, the tentacles holding the cups, those cups, to me give me the warm fuzzies when I look at all those pink cups. And it's kind of like this communal coming together, raising the glass, clinking glasses, drinking hot beverages together. There's a certain kind of communal, warm, fuzzy feeling. And so I actually feel like there may be some successes or milestones that you're going to want to celebrate at the end of the week, perhaps. But definitely a real strong message about prioritizing relationships, friendships, things like that. Okay, so I want to invite you to share your own ideas and insights here. So feel free to leave me a comment if you had a totally different take on these cards, or there was something else you're noticing that you want to share. Feel free to share. I always love reading everyone's different ideas and takes on the cards. And if you want to learn more about tarot card reading, please check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com, or check out the rest of my YouTube channel. I've got tons of tarot learning videos. I've got videos on many of the tarot cards. I've got deep dive videos into all the major arcana cards, and I'm slowly working my way through the court cards. So be sure to check that out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful week.